With the State of Origin series approaching, seemingly every person with access to social media has named their side. Although the likes of Tyson Frizell and Boyd Cordner appear in all serious team selections, there seems to be a number of positions up for grabs. A few injuries to frontrunners such as Josh Mansour seems to have blown the race wide open for a spot in the interstate contest. Each week in the lead-up to Origin 1, we will take a look at the contenders and hopefully answer a few selection questions. Today we will look at the Blues, with the Maroons to feature tomorrow. Mitchell Pearce. One player who will not be lining up for the Blues in the 2018 series is the incumbent halfback, Mitchell Pearce. A chest injury has all but ended his season, meaning New South Wales will be searching for a new number 7. It was 50-50 as to whether he would be selected again following a poor record at rep level, but unfortunately, injury has ended the discussion early. Aaron Woods. In my view, prior to this Thursday night, Aaron Woods' name was one that was not in the Origin selection talk. That all changed with a massive 239 meters against the highly fancied Roosters. Sometimes meters-made stats are deceptive, but on the night, Woods was a monster. Arguably the first prop picked in recent seasons for the Blues, he has a fight on his hands to hold on to his starting spot, but Thursday's performance will do no harm. The number 9 jersey, arguably the most open for the starting jerseys, is the number 9. Damien Cook, Cameron McInnes and Apisai Koroisau look locked in a three-way battle for the position after Nathan Peats was ruled out for 6 weeks. As it stands, I have Cook ahead on points, but with talk of 2 number 9s being chosen, you tend to think McInnes will start, with Cook offering more impact off the bench. This is one to watch. See also, Quiz, NRL Round 7, Jack Bird. Sydney, Australia, March 23. Jack Bird of the Broncos warms up before the Round 3 NRL match between the Wests Tigers and the Brisbane Broncos at Campbelltown Sports Stadium on March 23, 2018 in Sydney, Australia. Photo by Mark Evans, Getty Images. A player who has been selected as the bench utility for 2 series in a row, Bird's move to the Broncos may actually hinder his chances in 2018. He is yet to really lock in a defined role, which means his best has not been on show. He was solid last week but almost unsighted against the Storm. We'll need a massive next few weeks to put his name in lights, but as mentioned above, it may not matter regardless. Nathan Cleary. Seen by most as the young savior of the Blues, it looks as though the talented Panthers' number 7 is at long odds to be fit in time for the first game of the series. An MCL injury has him listed to return in 7 weeks, which would not provide him enough time to return to full fitness in time. We will keep a close eye on his recovery, as his fitness will go a long way determining the makeup of the NSW halves. Mitchell Moses. This time just 48 hours ago, I would have rolled my eyes if you had mentioned Moses as a potential Origin candidate. He has been well below his best in 2018 and looked as though he had almost forgotten which way was forward. What a difference 80 minutes can make. He absolutely toweled up the Sea Eagles and outplayed potential Origin halfback Daly Cherry Evans with ease. A little down the pecking order as it stands, but 2 or 3 more big games and his name will be right there once again. See also, Sea Eagles lose Brad Parker to knee injury. Latrell Mitchell. With every passing week, the odds shorten on a potential Latrell Mitchell Origin debut in 2018. Arguably the form-eligible center of the competition, I would not hesitate in blooding the potential match winner at left center. He has the speed, flair and strength to bust a game wide open and looks ready-made for rep footy. It's a huge ask for a young player, but at some point, you have to unleash him. That time is now. Blake Ferguson. Sydney, Australia, March 25. Blake Ferguson of the Roosters celebrates after scoring a try during the Round 3 NRL match between the Sydney Roosters and the Newcastle Knights at Allianz Stadium on March 25, 2018 in Sydney, Australia. Photo by Brendan Thorne, Getty Images. Mitchell's teammate at the Roosters, Blake Ferguson, is arguably in career best form. I originally had him missing my Origin side, but following the injury to Josh Mansour, I'm not sure you can overlook him. He had his issues in last year's camp, but Brad Fittler will be all over that. A risky selection being that he has been spanked in a few Origin games in a row, but form matters, and there are few, if any, in better form right now. Check back next week as we take a an in-depth look at the race for the Blues halves positions as well as the top contenders for the ever-important number 1 jersey.